Welcome back to the Road Show. This morning in The Buzz, it's a subject we talk about a lot, promoting a positive self-image for our children. Michelle joining us this morning to discuss this topic, but a new children's book about dieting has many parents outraged, and it all starts with the title, Maggie Goes on a Diet. The book description tells the story of how a bullied girl is transformed through time, exercise, and hard work into a popular, confident, and average-size soccer star. The inside pages of the book have illustrations of the girl hunched over the fridge with her hands full of food, while the paragraphs next to the pictures rhyme. The book is recommended for children ages 4 to 8. The book isn't due out until next month, but already there's a Say No to Maggie Goes on a Diet Facebook page that calls for bookstores to boycott the publication. Okay, let the debate begin. I guess we'll start with Michelle. What do you think about the premise of this book?
I don't have an issue with people promoting eating right, exercising, being at a healthy weight. My issue with it is that ages 4 to 8 for this, really? I mean, that's pretty young. My second issue is that when she does all of this stuff, she magically becomes popular and a sports star and gets asked to go to a sleepover. I mean, I just don't think you necessarily need to combine the two. I mean, I think kids get bullied at all ages, all weights, and all statuses. And so, I mean, I just don't say you're going to lose weight and all of a sudden life's going to get so much better for you.
Right.
I completely agree with that. And in terms of having it on the shelves, I don't feel like it needs to be pulled. The title, I feel, is definitely the most inappropriate. You know, Maggie goes on a diet, not Maggie, you know, gets healthy, something something a bit more positive rather than, you know, so strictly Maggie goes on a diet. But childhood obesity is a huge issue, so I understand why an author would want to maybe help kids realize that, you know, oh, you know, Maggie is eating, you know, carrots today instead of potato chips. That's nice, you know, or exercising, because the book is taking place over months, and she's exercising and eating right, so it's not just, you know, one day to the next, and she's, you know, starving herself.
I will say this, that it's bad that it just says Maggie, that it's just focused on girls. First of all, that's a problem with it.
Right.
There is a problem with childhood obesity in this country, and I see it a lot. And because I have kids that are at the age, I have a 9-year-old and a 6-year-old, and you know, we don't have our kids on any super hip diet plan. I mean, we give them healthy food and all that stuff, but I'll tell you, it's amazing how many kids are overweight, and do you think it's something kids should be concerned with, and their parents? I do.
I don't think kids need to. I don't think kids age 4 to 8 need to be concerned about it. I think the parents of kids 4 to 8 need to be concerned about it. So the fact that you're reading to a 4-year-old that they should choose chips over carrots, well, they shouldn't even be having that choice. It should be the parents who are choosing carrots over chips for their children.
Having healthier foods in their house.
If you were to gear this to a preteen, then I would say okay, but you don't have rhyming picture books for a preteen. Is Casey even still reading rhyming books, or is she past that age?
No, she's now reading Danielle Steele.
I figured, because she is so advanced. No, but I mean, you have a daughter. I can't. I've got 2 boys, and I think if the challenges of raising a daughter to be self-confident and have a healthy self-image, I can't even imagine the challenge of that.
Yeah, it's tough,
especially now. And I feel like the word diet, it has a bad connotation that goes along with it. You know, once people hear the word diet, they're thinking extreme dieting and things, rather than your diet as a whole, your overall diet, what you're eating, what you're taking in. It should be something more, you know, getting healthy, a lifestyle choice, something like that. Maggie goes on a diet. I don't agree with the title.
Real quick, though, it's more pressure on women than it is for men at that young age. I mean, would you agree?
Yeah. Well, here's the problem, too, with Amazon.
Girls, I shouldn't even say they're not even women yet.
Anybody can publish a book now on Amazon. So here's this guy who has a son, by the way, doesn't even have a daughter, publishes this book for girls, and now all of a sudden it's gotten all this like negative national attention. So gotta be careful.
The other thing too is it's getting attention, you know, and that's another thing too. So people, maybe he's trying to do this on purpose, and the curiosity factor for people that are complaining about it like us will wonder what it's really about and go read it. So who knows? But it's another controversial topic that's never going to go away for kids and families forever. So let's send it over to Courtney now, and
Courtney has a little girl.
She's a little young to be worried about diets and all that stuff, but we're trying to bulk our kids up right at this age.
I know, it's interesting. My daughter just turned 1, and the doctor says just let her eat until she's full, and she'll eat for a long time. For a little baby, I mean, hey, we can't control it at this point because she isn't in that dangerous age. But we have lots of comments from parents, actually, on Facebook and on the live blog. So let's start on Fox Providence. This first one's from Joe, and he said, I really don't see anything wrong with the book or the message it sends to children. We see a lot worse on TV about children and obesity. Keurig fan says, so disturbed by this, I don't know where to begin to express my feelings. Yet again, more to worry about. So here's the poll today. What do you think of the book, Maggie Goes on a Diet? A, it sends a harmful message to girls. B, the book tackles an important issue. Or C, it tries to do right thing in wrong way. And I've also posted a really long story here. You can actually hear more from the authors themselves on Fox Providence if you want to read that. Here's a look at our Facebook page. Sarah says, it's up to the consumer. This whole parent outrage over stuff like this is nuts. Where are they on the important issues? Joel said, it's a real issue affecting our youth, so we should address it, but we shouldn't push dieting. We should promote working out and eating healthy. And then Amanda just posted, a book like this should focus on loving your body rather than dieting as a main focus. So lots of comments from people this morning. I'm sure they'll be pouring in over the next half hour, so you can read them with us to the end of the show.